Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. When I'm in a mud league, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my hair, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Ready? 15.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Squeeze, squeeze, double up. Hey, alert 3.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go, go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, Pop. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, here we go. Buzz, buzz. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Come on. You better break it. Shoot.
Jones now throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, check. Slam. 25.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check.
Here's Luck. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Luck. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. Check, walk 54. I don't think you got it, son. Hey, Alpha. 54. Mike. Look, squeeze. Check. Check 99. Hatchet. Hey, Sam off. Snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Luck. He's got White here. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, exit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Mike's 54. Hey, wahoo. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Get it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Wild Bill.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And yes, he found Toilolo. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hard. Ready? Check.
Jones operating from the gun. This is Shepard on the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mike's by 4. Watch the run. Right there. 54. Right there. Gone. Danny. Be careful.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football.
And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White.
We got this.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Giants 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Charlie. Step.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Good. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike.
Hey, lock it. Ready?
Now Jones to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Watch the twist.
Hey, Haywood.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 50.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's complete. James White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Running out of the gun with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He was covered by
Well, this Pats-Giants bout is part of the NFL 100 series. These two teams have met in a pair of Super Bowls, Super Bowl 42 and 46. Eli and the Giants winning both over Tom Brady and company. Now, the first of those two wins, of course, prevented the Pats from becoming the second undefeated team in NFL history. That was the famous or infamous, depending who you were cheering for, helmet catch by David Tyree. And now they meet in Week 6 of the 2019 campaign. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Buzz!
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, here we go. Bring it.
From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Alpha!
You get blocked me.
Let's go!
Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete to Slayton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flushed out right. Finding Green complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Lott. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Lott throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And able to find Green. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing again is Lott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Ready.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Coming to you.
Hey, exit. Snap.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Muhammad Wilkerson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, pick it up, defense.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the ball.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Ebner. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to come back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Sue.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Keep it up.
Look, squeeze.
Check 50. Check
Big grip.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. It's caught. Shepard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D.
On 1st and 10, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
7 yards there and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Hey, Sam off. Step.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes it to Tate. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Slam. Watch safety creeping.
Ready.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Get it.
Jones on 1st down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
10-2, son.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Ready? Bravo.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Alpha.
Strip that ball.
Hit it.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Big stop, let's go. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Blue Dan. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54.
Hard. Hey, exit.
Here we go.
Jones now back to the air on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the run.
Hey, wahoo.
54. Mike 54. You. Mike's 5-4. Let's go.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. If that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Luck. It's caught. This is White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Luck going to throw it. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing his line. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, come on out here. Come get smooth. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Right there. 54 Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Get that quarterback.
Hey, Echo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, the ball.
Five.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, it's Locke. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are... and carry it with them.
And as an offensive